Hello there, it's Kevin Sylvester, author and illustrator of the new book Apartment 713 from HarperCollins. And it is about architecture and stained glass windows and all sorts of stuff. Angels show up as well. And what I'm going to do today is show you a little bit about the artwork because I wanted to give a particular feel to the way that the artwork looks in this book. So this is just my little introduction here in front of a door that looks like it might be from the building. Now let's head up to my studio where I'll show you basically what I wanted to go after in these drawings. And I'll do a drawing for you that would have found its way into the book. So we are up in my studio where you can see only a short person like me can really kind of walk, so otherwise you'll bang your head on the ceiling. And we are going to do a little bit of drawing, but I just thought you'd take a little look at how messy and weird my workspace is. And my dog has ripped up all sorts of papers that are all over the bottom. But I'm going to do some drawing on this, which is an old drafting desk or an accountant's desktop that I saved out of the trash a few years ago. And you can see I've laid out some reference things from Apartment 713 here. And so we'll do a little bit of drawing and I'll show you the look that I was going for in the book. Throughout Apartment 713, there are carved animals, and I wanted to make them all look sort of spooky, but I also wanted them to look lifelike. So what I would do is, let's say here I am drawing an elephant. And what I did was I would draw very lightly, with some Rigoletto there in the background, I would draw very lightly with some pencil, the very lightest pencil, just a 2H, to sort of get the basic shape and symmetry down where I wanted it. So I've done kind of a basic where I want it to sit on the page, but it doesn't quite look like an elephant. So I'm going to always have reference. It's one of those things that, you know, when you're younger, they're like, no, you should only draw based on what's in your head. Nope. I always double check the reference to make sure that I get things right. So I'm now going to go back in and adjust this to be a little bit closer to that. So what I would do now is I would start going up and up in different layers of pencil until I get something that has way more. You can see that there are tiny little small pencil lines that are just the earlier one, but now I'm going to go all the way up to like a 6B, and I think you can see if I do it right here how much darker all of these other 6B, 8B pencils get. So now I'm just going to start to go up a little bit. One of the things I do is I wanted to have it look like the light is coming up as if it were, again, on a stage, something that's theatrical. So my light source is going to be coming kind of up from the front and from below. You might even be able to see in the light here a little bit of the shadow that would be cast. So the shadows are going to be up here at the back. So as I start to darken that in, I'm going to be adding shadows up there. And then it would be lighter down here where the light is coming in and hitting it. So the wrinkles and the back. And then I always have erasers around because then this would probably be fairly light. So I don't want that to be too dark. So I go in and lighten up. All right, back to the fast. Now, one of the other things is that it's supposed to look as if it's carved wood, so I always want to keep in mind that there would be grains from wood that would show you a little bit of the contour and the shape of how it's a three-dimensional carving. So before I go too much into the detail, I want to make sure that I have those in my mind as a kind of a reference point. So I'll probably keep working on this a little bit more, but that is essentially how I did the illustrations for apartment 713.